Welcome, everyone, to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Baylor Bears taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Utes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Baylor Bears offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
That's reeled in. It's Reese. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And the Bears will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the Utah Utes offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking downfield, it's rising. He's got the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Utah!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
The play action fake. And they got him for the sack.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad. You tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Give to the running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Bernard. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got it in the middle. It's Parks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He leaves it with the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
That keeps the score. Utah 7, Baylor 3.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll run it to the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Robertson. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They're going back to the ground. Stopped after a pickup before. Good run to get it out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Fast motion from the offense. They'll run play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
And the Utes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they can take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Dances away from the heat. Quarterback gets the first down and more. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Looking for a crease. It's Reese. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Flushed out of the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lets one fly deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the returner will be knocked down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Richardson. The Bears will keep this drive going. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Back to pass, it's Robertson. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Oh, he missed it. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Look, it's sloppy out here. It's wet. The ball is slick. It's not easy to kick in these types of conditions. That's now his second missed field goal, but I know this kicker's disappointed in himself because he's good enough to make these kicks.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Gets it out quickly. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Utes will punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Presley. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first two quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
And the Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. The Utes get enough to move the chains. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He'll keep it himself. Stayed behind his pads, kept finding the space. He got 9 on the play. It'll be 4th and 2. And the Utes decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. 1st down, 10 yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Utes have this offense rolling. They'll put the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And off from the shotgun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Back to throw. It's Rising. He finds his man. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's McClain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They move the tight end all over. They'll try to power their way ahead. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll run the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Utes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air, it's Robertson. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Bears line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. From the gun, the ground game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Movement here from the tight end. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver shows motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Grab behind the line. It's Parks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner goes down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the air, it's Robertson. Right down the middle. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So now on comes the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Gets open down the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On 2nd down, wants to throw. It's caught downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
1st down for the offense.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Utah! And the pummeling has started.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
27, Baylor, 3.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Baldwin. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, getting that guy matched up on a linebacker, that guy matched up on a safety, keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot, get him the football, let him make plays.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. He wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Caught over the middle. It's Baldwin. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They're going to throw it again. He hurls one deep down the left side and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The give and the run on 4th down. Tackled, but he has a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's pressing. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But
to the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Heat up them pass rushers and bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Hard running there. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.